Hello! Today, we're going to talk about why old ideas are a secret weapon. I know what you're thinking, old ideas are outdated, right? But here's the thing, the fundamentals that have been around for years are a collection of good ideas that have outlasted thousands of bad ideas. Let me tell you a story to illustrate this point. In 1954, a new housing project was built in St. Louis, Missouri. Known as Pruitt-Igoe, this massive complex spanned 57 acres and consisted of 33 high-rise buildings. It was designed with cutting-edge ideas from modern architecture, such as green spaces and skip-stop elevators that only stopped at certain floors. The buildings were outfitted with unbreakable lights and featured communal garbage chutes and large windows to brighten the corridors with natural light. On paper, Pruitt-Igoe was a testament to modern engineering. In practice, the project was a disaster. The bright new corridors had so many broken windows that it was possible to see straight through to the other side. The St. Louis Housing Authority had planned to use rental incomes to pay for the maintenance of the buildings, but with fewer tenants than expected and increasing rates of vandalism, the buildings were left unfixed. Suddenly, the skip-stop elevators became a danger to well-behaved citizens who were forced to walk through additional corridors and risky stairways just to get into and out of their apartments. As criminal activity rose, more things were broken, more people moved away, and less money came in. In 1972, less than 20 years after the project had opened, the St. Louis Housing Authority scheduled a demolition and blew up the entire $36 million complex. So, what went wrong? The sprawling 33-building, 57-acre layout of Pruitt-Igoe ignored the traditional knowledge about how cities grow and develop. Nearly every thriving and successful city on our planet was built organically and unpredictably. Buildings popped up as needed. City blocks expanded gradually. This is why we tend to undervalue old ideas. At first glance, we just see an idea that has been around for a long time. We incorrectly assume that familiar ideas provide average results. Everyone does it this way, so it can't be that great, right? But what we fail to understand is that the fundamentals are a collection of good ideas that outlasted thousands of bad ideas. Let's look at some examples. In fitness, we've seen countless exercise fads rise and fall. New training styles come into vogue, only to be replaced by another a few years later. But boring fundamentals like lifting weights 3 times per week or going for a daily walk have outlasted all the previous fads. In entrepreneurship, simple fundamentals like making more sales calls can be the difference between success and failure. Reading old books can provide incredible value because they are filled with ideas that last. Across the street from Pruitt-Igoe was more traditional housing complex named Carr Square Village. Unlike Pruitt-Igoe, Carr Square Village was a smaller, low-rise complex and featured more traditional designs. It was built 12 years before Pruitt-Igoe, but despite its older age, Carr Square Village outlasted Pruitt-Igoe and boasted lower crime and vacancy rates, all while being in the same neighborhood. Is this evidence that we should abandon creative thinking and innovation in the name of sticking to the fundamentals? Of course not! But I do believe the Pruitt-Igoe story is one example of our tendency to undervalue inherited knowledge. In conclusion, old ideas are a secret weapon because they are a collection of good ideas that have outlasted thousands of bad ideas. We tend to undervalue old ideas, but they can provide incredible value. Thank you for watching and being a part of our community.